going back to our diagram, right? We've established you can create that policy, that IAM policy, and then you can also start to, let's just say this is an SCP. Now, let's put an S3 bucket over here. Let's say that this role here, this user, this policy over here, rather, is supposed to be able to do list commands on S3. All right. Personally, I think list commands on S3 are one of the more dangerous actions to allow, but a lot of people leave them on for convenience during development. So let's say in development, that's good, but in production, you don't want that. Very reasonable thing, okay? So you have a copy of this S3 bucket over in dev, and it's like, that's fine. We don't have any real user data in it. It's not exposed to the internet. It's on a closed VPC network. But once we get to production, you're not allowed to see, enumerate the contents of that, because that is a permission that if a bad guy got access to this IAM role, them being able to list S3 is super scary. So here comes another kind of policy that you have to be considering in your bag of tools called a resource policy. So a resource policy can block stuff on that particular resource. So let's say this is BAS, the S3 bucket. So BAS, the S3 bucket, has a resource policy on it. And remember, we got to get allows through all the policies in that policy evaluation to do the action, right? So here, if this is S3 list buckets, and this policy says, yeah, go for that, no problem. I'm actually kind of successfully getting through the action, but what's going to happen is when that hits the deny on that particular S3 bucket, the one in production, I'm going to get a deny. And so for me, the mental model here is, what are your gates in terms of layers of policy for the resources and services that are important to your application?